Hi Libras, welcome to my channel Answers by Divine. This is going to be for your quarterly reading, quarterly October, November and December 2018. So this will be a 3 months reading, and I will first start off with an answer, yes or no, just one spread for a collective 3 months. So if you have got any long-term or major decision, you could just pause the video for a bit and then ask a question within yourself. Be very clear and specific about your question. Your question could be like, will I get a job, the job that I want, that I interviewed yesterday? So what was the yesterday? You might have 2 or 3 interviews like in a day. So be specific, like yesterday morning with this bank, for example. Okay, be very specific, or whoever person, just mention the name. All right, be very specific about your question. Okay, so without further ado, I will proceed. I'll get it started. Just before that, just to make an announcement, there is a 2-hour reading special. So my readings are usually long, like personal reading, personal readings are usually long. So there is a 2-hour reading special, 2-hour reading at $50 for 2 hours or more. You could check out in the description box below what are the options that I have. So otherwise, we'll get it started. All right, so this deal will be applicable for 3 months from now, October, to the month of December. Anytime if you watch this or if you come across this still within the month of October, November or December, you could come to me with the deal that I have actually listed it down in the description box below. Alright, so let's get it started. I have already shuffled all the cards, so I'm just tidying up, arranging, getting the cards up and ready. So this will be for Libra for the last quarter of 2018, October, November and December. We'll first start off with an answer, yes or no, and then a message card, and the angels advice, angels answers and advice. Okay, for Libra, there will be a total of 5 different decks used. So this is your angels answers deck. So all this has been shuffled. I'm just rearranging them, picking them up. All right, we are ready and let's get it started. So Libras, think about your question. I'm going to lay the spread. One spread, just one spread, and we'll get the answer. Was it a yes or a no for your question in your mind? All right, in your mind or in your heart. For Libras, for the sign of Libras, what is the advice? What is the answer? What is the yes or no? What is the answer for Libras for the question that they may have within themselves? Can we have 5 cards, yes or no? Major arcana and even number 2, 4, 6, 8 will be 10. All the other chord cards and odd number will be a no. Okay, one last shuffle for Libras. Okay, are we ready? Focus with me, Libras. Focus with me. I'm going to cut the deck. Okay, first, second, third, fourth, and fifth. Alright, Libras, your answer is out on the table. If you have to, just pause the video, otherwise I'll proceed. So out of 5 cards over here, I have got Chariot. 7 is a no, 7 of Pentacles. This is 10 of Wands is a yes. High Priestess, Major Arcana, Ace of Wands in reverse is a no. So I've got 3 cards of yes. So this is the Chariot, the Major Arcana. Okay, 10 of Wands in reverse, X is a 10. The High Priestess, Major Arcana. Okay, 3 cards of yes, 2 cards of no. 7 of Pentacles, V and 2 is 5. Is 7. 5 and 2 is 7. Ace of Wands, Ace is a chord card, it is a no. So Libras, towards your question that you have in your mind, in your heart, so for the whole quarter, it will be a yes card for you. Okay, it will be a yes card. What is the yes card saying? What is this spread telling us? Yeah. So Libras, what is telling me, regardless of the question that you have in your mind, so generally you could just apply the theory or the logic of this cards. So with the Chariot, we are saying that it needs you, something needs you, or you are required, or it is advisable for you to move on, and you have to move fast, at fast pace and fast speed. With control. Chariot is a lot about control, being in control, but being the driver and moving forward. And because this is in an upright position, the Chariot, this is in an upright position, so this is about being in control and moving forward in a faster than usual pace. All right, it seems like that there might be something that you need to catch up with, that you need to put in more attention, or give more attention or more effort in this specific topic or event of your life, or whatever that you may be asking about. Okay, then the next card, it is a 10 of Wands in reverse. So this is really a lot about letting go of undesirable burdens on you, undesirable responsibilities on you, letting go. Okay, letting go and not carrying on unnecessarily. And I hear this word responsibly. So you have to be selective of what are you taking on. Be responsible about your own responsibilities, taking on only the responsibilities that you are required to take on. Okay, be true to yourself, to your life. Be true. What really serves you and what really helps you to move you forward, to make you a better person in your life. Okay, and the last card is pretty good. I'm getting this High Priestess is telling me this High Priestess is in upright position. Okay, this is divinity. Divine is guiding you towards the right path, the right route. So in whatever confusion that you might be experiencing right now, okay, you might be confused and not sure, just be sure to know that actually everything that has been thrown to you in life, by life, it is all guided by divine. Okay, even with the confusion that you might be experiencing right now, it is all part and parcel of where divine is bringing you towards, where divine is moving you to in your life. So be open-minded. What I'm getting over here is that you have to be open-minded and be more receptive and accepting of what is happening, however your life is unfolding right now. Be open and not resist it, because this is like intuitive. It is, to me, it is more like, things are unfolding as it is. So do not resist, go with the flow, be receptive. Whoever that does you wrong, fine, just let them be. We do not let others define us. So they will be they, you will be you. So do not let others define your actions and your behavior. If you find that you want to take some kind of revenge, or like you need to do certain things, you need to act upon certain people behavior, you have to react to. Maybe I would say not to, because we don't let others define us. So whatever that you're thinking about right now, the question in you, it is a yes. Like, should you go for it? Should you pursue? Should you continue on? Should you give, or whatsoever? Should you stay? It is saying yes. Okay. Alright, so Libras, this is the first part to your quarterly reading. Again, we have 3 cards of yes versus 2 cards of no. So we have 3 yes. The answer over here, it is a yes card. Alright, so Libras, this is your first. I'm gonna get a... You might have a second question. I'm gonna get a... using the second deck, Angel's Answers. Okay, Angel's Answers deck. You might have a second question, or if you need an elaborated advice or answer to your first question, feel free to apply it accordingly. So I will draw a card. I'll draw one card. So if this is not what you're needing, you can actually skip forward. Okay, so one angel answer card for you. So the angel answer card over here I have, it says choose a new direction. Okay, so to whatever question that you may have in your mind, sometimes the answer might be conflicting. It just came to my mind that, so let's say for example Libras, if you're asking about, you know, should I stay? Yes, it says yes. The first spread, it says yes, you can stay on while you choose a new direction. It is not saying that, you know, it is a conflicting answer. It says yes, I should stay on, and then it's asking me to choose a new direction again. So I think expand in your mind, expand in the way you think. So if it says yes, you should actually stay on, but here the next question, the next answer for you is that choose a new direction. You can stay on, give it a little bit more time, and plan a new direction while you are staying on. So apply accordingly. But otherwise, if it's two different questions, then this might be your answer. Okay. The last, I will draw an advice card, a message card actually. So this message card can actually be your third question, or again the elaborated answer and advice to your first or second question. Okay, so let's see what is the message card for you, Libras. What is the message for Libras for the month of October, November, December, the last quarter? What is the message of advice that we can be giving to Libras? Alright, we are done. So stay with me, cutting the deck right now. So this advice card that we have is the dagger. It says conflict and danger lie in wait. Okay, not too clear, but try to read it. Conflict and danger lie in wait. So just be wary. It might not be the best card, but just be constantly in awareness of your surroundings. Always connect with yourself. You know how sometimes it's like for me personally, when I do readings, it's not like I could just get a chair and a table and I sit down to do a reading. We actually connect, arrange our thoughts, arrange our mind, clear away the energy that we came from. Okay, so have a lot of awareness in you and your surrounding. Be more sensitive towards your surrounding, towards the people around you. So this card is just an advice to say that maybe there is some negative energy around you, which you might have to give it a little bit more attention. Okay, so let's proceed on to your 3 months reading. This 3 months reading will be done in a collective manner. Collective manner meaning to say one reading to tell a story for the whole of this quarter 2018, the last quarter 2018. Okay, so let's see, one last shuffle for Libras for the whole collective quarter of last quarter of 2018, meaning to say it will be for the month of October, November, December. What is it on the cards for this 3 months for Libras? One last shuffle for Libras for October, November, and December. Okay, Libras, are we ready? Okay, so cutting the deck right now. Stay with me. Okay, so what are we starting off the quarter with? So Libras, it seems to me that there's quite an energy in your previous quarter, which is probably in the recent past. To you, it seems that the cards are telling me that things haven't been going your way. it hasn't been going your way. There might be some hiccups along the way that distract you, that takes away your focus or your attention towards yourself. That means external events, external people might be crossing path into your life, taking up attention or taking up your focus away from yourself, on yourself. All right, whatever that you might have, it is what it's telling me over here, I'm getting, is that it's showing me that Libras, you might be having expectation that were not met in the past, in the recent past, or in the past, maybe more like recent past. There has been expectation not met. There has been expectation not met. Could be from people, or could be events unfolding in your life which is not as expected, like how you're expecting it to unfold, how you're expecting things to be. So it is just not, things hasn't been going your way the way you wanted it to be. But I see you, you know, in being round and about, meaning to say, despite all that event or people that didn't happen to you, hang on, that didn't happen to you the way you wanted it to be, in the most desirable manner, it seems that it feels like to me that you might have lost your cool, or lost control, lose your control at some point in time. Okay, this is what it's telling me. And this energy will be brought into this quarter, because this is for this last quarter of 2018, October, November, and December. So from the early part of October, you will find yourself being in this, surrounded by this energy over here. So things hasn't been unfolding the way you wanted it to be, or the way you desire it to be, you expected it to be. All right, and you find yourself sometimes losing your cool, losing yourself, not being cool-headed, not being able to make decisions wisely, not able to think properly. Okay, but what I want to tell you, what I want to be telling you, Libras, is that whatever things that are unfolding for you, however things are unfolding for you, are happening on you, it is all cause and what do you call that, like it is all due to, it is bound to be, and it is all the result. There's this phrase, I couldn't remember how do you say that, like the result of how things has been, the accumulative result of how things has been in the past. So whatever that you do in the past, whatever that's happening right now, whatever that has happened or happened after that, it is all due to the past actions. Okay, and it all seems to be final. There's a lot of final and endings over here, the way I'm looking at it. Whatever things that happen, the result of it, it will be final. If you want to go against or resist how your life has been, it's looking like to me it is final. So the advice I'm getting over here is that you will need to review and plan ahead. Review the past and plan ahead. I see, what I'm seeing over here is, it is telling me to get this message across to you, to not stay in the past. It is time for you to move forward. It is time for you to look ahead. You have to look ahead. It really seems to me in the past you might be dealing with some rigid, I wouldn't say difficult, it might not be difficult for all, but pretty restrictive environment, rigid environment, okay? But it's time to look ahead. It is time to look ahead, to start a new fresh start, to plan, plan ahead. It is to plan ahead. That looks like it is looking to me like there is a need for you to plan ahead. There is a need of you to be looking into the coming times, coming future. There is this energy of major events unfolding for you. You have to start to step up. Step up on your life, and getting the momentum up for yourself. Get the momentum up. You have to, leave behind whatever has happened, whatever in the past was. Just leave behind and cut out the tumor. It is like a tumor. What I'm saying over here, to put it simply, there is a tumor in your life before, in the past or recent past. There is a tumor that needs to be cut out, or that will ultimately be cut out, or has already been cut out. And with that, it is actually asking you to move on. There's a new chapter that requires from you. Okay, you have to step up. You have to step up in your life. Step up to catch up with things that you have been missing out for a while, with the times that you missed out. There is a lot of independent energy over here, meaning to say you have to be independent. For any of you, if you're expecting to fall back on others, to have a fallback, to have a reason, to have a person for you to fall back on, what I'm saying over here is that there's this need for you to be independent. Step up and be independent, standing on your feet on your own. Okay, standing on your feet on your own. If you're expecting to have people to back you up, it is telling me advisably, it is more reliable for you to rely on yourself. Because if you don't do it yourself, whatever is in your life, whatever that you might be experiencing in your life, Libras, okay, it's telling me that if you do not do it yourself, if you let others interfere, or if you pass it on or hand it on to others to manage your life, like if you incorporate or if you include additional people into your life, the outcome may be undesirable. Okay, the outcome will be undesirable. So advisably, in this last quarter of the year, Libras, it is telling me that you have to be hands-on. You have to be hands-on on your own. Do not leave it to others. Do not trust it to others. Do not expect to have people's back that you can actually fall back on. Because what others might be giving to you may be fake, like maybe unreliable. People are just unreliable, are not trustworthy in whatever that they might have promised to you, that they might have put out to you. Like, oh, don't worry, I'll be there if you need me, or just tell me how I can be there for you. It is telling me that it is all unreliable. It is all unreliable. So again, trusting your life to the others, it is definitely not advisable for you, Libras, at least for this quarter, for this end of the year. Step up, be independent, plan your own, be hands-on. Plan for yourself, plan for your life, be on your own and be hands-on. I feel like there are people around you, okay? There are or there will be people around you who are just watching to see how do you overcome yourself? How do you overcome your life? The person, it looks to me that you might be dealing with someone who is there but who is not there as well. Someone who says that, oh, don't worry, I'll be here. But when you really needed them, when you really needed help, when you really needed their back for yourself, they were never there, or they were never able to help. They were never able to provide for you during difficult times. And that's the reason why in this quarter, it is really asking of you to be hands-on, to be independent on your own. Pretty good. So Libras, if you consider this advice for yourself, what we are seeing over here towards the end of this reading, what I have over here is that I'm seeing victory. I'm looking at victory for you. If you decided to cut out the tumor in your life, be hands-on, be independent, and not be so trusting towards people who are unreliable, okay? I'm seeing this victorious card. You will ultimately, you will see yourself getting on the route, getting on the way to success. You will be on your way to success, or if not, you will see success in a bit within this quarter. Even if it might be a long-term plan, and things might not just happen in 3 months time, in 2 months time, okay? But what I'm seeing over here is that if you adopt the advices that the card has for you, victory is on its way, coming towards you. You will sense victory, you will see victory, you will feel a lot better, you will feel a lot happier to be on your own, to be in control, okay? And it seems to be a lot easier when you do things on your own. You don't have to factor in like how others will react, what others are going to say, like you really don't have to care about what others are saying. It will speed up your life a lot. Whatever it means to you, it will speed up your life by a lot faster. You will move a lot faster, you will grow a lot faster, you will be a lot better if you're on your own. And whatever bad luck, if you have got any, okay, but definitely I'm saying things hasn't been going towards your wishes, your expectation. All this will change if you adopt a different if you do it differently this time. And hold back, have some reserve in who you're giving yourself to, who you're giving your resources, your time to. Have some mind in considering. Don't do things just like that, just you have to consider really thoroughly, who are you giving yourself to, what resources are you giving of yourself, coming from yourself towards the others. What are you giving out to the world? Consider really carefully. Because if you be more selective towards your life, you have to be selective. So what it's saying to me, upon and after all, as you be more selective in your own life, you will get out this this vicious cycle that you have been experiencing in the recent past, in this year actually, because this is the last part of the year, towards the end of the year. You will see you yourself closing the year with you having newness in you, freshness, cutting out tumor and cutting out the tumor and leaving the past as it is, closing off the chapter and leaving that vicious cycle, entering into a new year. Libras, so the whole of this reading, let me see. The whole of this reading is telling me that Libras, you have to be very mindful and be in awareness, in full awareness of your surroundings, of the people around you. Ultimately, advisably, you are advised to be on your own, to be hands-on in your own life, to be in control in your own life. Do not take what others are telling you. Do not take others people's words, because they might just be air, like it might just be some fart that they are just farting. They are not even serious in whatever that they are saying towards you. The ending is really good. Like, I'm seeing you closing the year, closing the end of this year with victorious, with a sense of victory, with you seeing victory, being on the way to success. Okay, there's a lot of success vibe and energy around here, and you coming out from the vicious cycle. This is what is most important. Coming out from the vicious cycle, leaving toxic people behind, toxicity from the past, cutting out tumor. Be on your own, start up on your own, build on your own, work on your own, at least for these 3 months. Be in control. Okay, so Libras, this is for you, for your quarterly reading. If you need more in-depth reading, refer to the monthly breakdown. Otherwise, this will be your 3 months, overall collective 3 months for all of you Libras. Till then, I will see you. Bye bye.